Jets. So yeah.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. With about 6 up past the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 18-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater gets this one a use check. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'll probably evaluate more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Bridgewater. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Taken down
Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. No score after one on EA Sports.
With no score.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't have them at contract time.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Connection made with Chenault.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. And that's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Bridgewater. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
In 3 at the 40-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Robinson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, 52 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Possession.
Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
To Sammy Watkins. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Huntley forced out to his left. And that is in. incomplete.
Dig in, let's go. This is miserable.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Huntley. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley dancing to his left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
This is it. Done that.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC Divisional Round.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 29, Bridgewater, flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Bridgewater now. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Tyler Davis, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Looking deep for Hilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, Huntley.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Huntley. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater being chased out left. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to use check again. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Bridgewater. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down goal, Jacksonville.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
now 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Huntley eluding the pressure right. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain on the play, it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. Open man is Ross, complete.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Huntley. Buying time to his left.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down into 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us.
sorry guys, we've lost, and yeah, we had 2 pick annies, nothing happened. He threw to my face in the back of the end zone. We didn't get a pick, but it's alright. We played better than last time, I guess. So yeah.